Hello everybody, welcome again to these video tutorials in rhythm. My name is Bundgård. I am an associate professor in oral training at the Royal Danish Academy of Music. This is my colleague Erik Højsgaard, professor in oral training at the Royal Danish Academy of Music and the author of this great book, Rhythm Advanced Studies, that we are working with. As always, if this is your first encounter with the tutorials, we recommend that you just watch the introduction video before diving into the various chapters here. Chapter 10, Erik, is what we're dealing with now, mixed time signatures.
Yeah.
But before we go there, let's just pick up where we left off in the hemiola chapter. Because you mentioned that the hemiola is the origin or the base of many rhythm structures and patterns, and also mixed time signatures.
Yeah, and in the previous tutorial we had a look at how we had the feeling of a polyrhythm 3 against 2. Yeah. Now let's see what happens when the hemiola is the base of mixed time signatures. So we'll begin with exercise 58,
the last exercise in the hemiola chapter, which leads us into chapter 10, mixed time signatures.
Yeah. And you'll notice here that we have two different time signatures. We have a 3/8 meter and 3/4 meter. Please notice that 8 notes equals 8 notes, so that two 3/8 bars will equal 1 3/4. Yeah, and we'll count 2 bars before. On the third bar, we'll have the anacrusis, the upbeat.
Yeah.
1 2 3 1 2 3. And you notice that we have the conducting pattern 3/8 in one circle and 3/4 meter in 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this leads us
to the
straight
next
into mixed time signatures.
Yeah.
And we will not do the first exercise here. We will do 64.
Yeah.
Which is, as always, inspired by real music. We'll get back to that in a second. But before doing 64, Erik, we will just pay attention to this little metronome symbol that is before the exercise here. Not just in 64, but in all the exercises in this chapter.
Yes, and this symbol refers to the app which you can use in these exercises when you have this symbol. Maybe we should try.
Let's try
64 with the metronome.
With the metronome app here working for us. So let's find 64.
Yeah.
And then we'll turn up the volume a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's start. Here we go. 1. Ba ba dum ba ya ba ba ya dum ba da ba da ba da ya ba da ba da ya ba 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 ya bum ba da ba dum di da dum ba dum ba dum ba da ba da. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. And as always, Erik, once again, it's inspired by real music.
Yeah.
Show us what is it?
Another wonderful piece which I've been using for many years when teaching ear training. It's Maurice Ravel's Valse Noble et Sentimentale.
Yeah.
And the original composition was for piano, and you can see here the first 8-9 bars of this, and the right hand, it's not so complicated,
no.
And so on. But if we take a closer look at the left hand, we'll see which things which you think might remind us of a hemiola. Let's try to do this. 1 2 3 1 2. Di da da dum dum bum dum bum. Exactly. So let's keep this in mind. This notation here. We'll put it to the right, far right, and have a look at an orchestration of this piece, which Ravel did himself 1 year after. It's a little small, but we can try to enlarge it. We have a look at the low strings here, the violas and celli, and we'll enlarge it now, like this. The interesting thing here is that the two first bars in the piano version is only 1 bar in the orchestra version.
Yeah.
So you see, we have now 2, 3, 4 meters changing to a 3-2 meter.
Yeah.
So, sure, it must have been Ravel wanting to emphasize the hemiola.
Yeah.
Let's try to do this.
Yeah.
1 bar before.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yum, dum, dum,
Dum, da, dee, da, dum, bum, dum, dee, da, dee, da, da.
And you see once again we have the two conducting patterns, 3-2 in a faster tempo and 6-4 in a little slower tempo. Wonderful piece. Study it at home, please.
That's good, Erik. Thank you so much. This was a little bit about mixed time signatures, and for the first time using the metronome app that you and your daughter actually programmed. Once again, there's a whole tutorial concerning the app and how it is working, so please refer to that. Thank you so much for watching this video tutorial. Book can be purchased, Danish, English and Italian, ebooks in Danish and English. So until the next time, thank you for watching. Bye bye.